What's up guys, this is Balázs from Racing Brick. A few months ago I made a video about the first generation of stunt sets. I really liked the theme, the creative ideas, colorful builds, the bikes and everything. If you did not see that video, then you can watch it by clicking on the link in the top right corner. I was also excited because the second wave was just announced and there was one particularly set that seemed to be very interesting, the 60339 Double Loop Stunt Arena. Okay, actually not only one, I also found this little box awesome, the bathtub bike looks perfect. But look at these cool neon colored loops in a Lego set, it has the perfect Hot Wheels vibe, made me super pumped. I was a Matchbox guy when I was a kid, but my son had some Hot Wheels tracks and a garage and we spent many hours playing with them. So, this set seemed to be a great extension of the stunts theme. Unlike most of the city sets, these are full of action and this might take it to the next level. But will it live up to my expectations? Well, let's take a closer look and find out. I wouldn't spend much time with the box, crazy stunt show at the front, even more details at the back. Let's open it. The set has 598 pieces, it's already available in Europe but will only arrive to the US in August, and it has a price tag of 140 euros or $150. That's a big chunk of money for a set like this. You can get a whole rocket launch center with twice the piece count, or if you add 10 euros, then a remote control train set. The two smaller bikes here cost 8 euros or dollars, nothing special on the boxes, super quick builds with a very funky look. We get 7 numbered bags in the big box, 4 unnumbered ones, and the manual with the sticker sheet. I will focus on the special new parts with the loop elements. We get them in orange and lime, here's the orange package. There are two bigger base elements, those have stud connections on the bottom and Technic pin connections at the end and on the sides. The smaller elements of the loop are identical, they have two pin connections at both ends. Now let's see how the loop is constructed. An interesting novelty for Technic fans, yellow frictionless pins. These are actually not new, they were in 20 sets already since last year, but none of them were Technic. It's interesting to see when other teams require new colors that are out of the usual Technic color scheme world. I wonder when these will pop up first in a Technic set. First we need to build a base with the rubber feet that we could see previously, then we add 2 of the loop pieces and the rest of the loop is assembled and attached. So, that was the interesting part of the build, the rest is more or less average from a building experience point of view, so I won't waste much time on it. Let's see what we got. We get 2 bikes in this set with highly customized drivers. Both of them have a helmet and their regular hairpiece as well. We have this nice gate here with the ticket and ice cream stand, colorful spectators, and one of the standalone builds is a cool monster truck. It has the proper truck builds, obviously, since it's a monster truck, right? Some funky colors all around, and an adjustable ramp at the rear. Then here is this gate with all the flames. By the way, it uses a big Technic frame, pretty cool, so it can be used with these supports on the floor, or if we remove those, then it can be also attached to the truck. The ramp works perfectly as a standalone obstacle, you can do some really cool jumps on it with the bikes. And here are the 2 loops. The green one has a huge snake head on it with a mechanism that closes the snake's mouth once the bike hits those Technic beams. It's simple and effective, has rubber elements on the sides to soften the impact. The other one is also a clever combination. The TV guy follows the action closely. Once the bike hits the axle, that pulls the chain and it ignites the flames on both sides of the track. The system is modular, you can detach the obstacles easily and it is even possible to combine the loops. And now the $1,000,000 question, how is the play experience? Well, it's surprisingly bad. Honestly, I don't want to disappoint you, but we had zillion attempts until we finally managed to make it through the loop. We've been playing for an hour or so, trying all different kinds of combinations, making the bike slower, faster, with or without driver, different angles, but the success rate was still very low. It got a bit better with time of course, but I would say my best shot was 1 successful pass out of 5 attempts, but it was closer to 1 out of 10 in average. And to make it worse, look at these elements after a single hour of playtime. They look already horrible, full of scratches. Both the ramp and the loop elements, I really don't want to see them after a few weeks. Here's the double loop, just look at it, it's amazing. Well, until you don't try to make it through, then it quickly becomes frustrating instead of being fun. This one almost made it through, but no luck. Let's try the standalone bikes, just look how awesome they are, such an amazing design. Look at all those details, the bathtub, the prints on the figures, the head details, I love them. But how they perform on the double loop? Well, I would love to see someone succeed here, but unfortunately they don't seem to be better either. Even worse, with all those accessories to lose, they need more repair time between the rounds. But at least they can jump well. So, I mentioned Hot Wheels at the beginning, we managed to find one of my son's old tracks and set it up quickly, and yeah, this is how it should be working. I know, it's fundamentally different. That system has flexible track pieces that can be used in many ways, and the cars themselves are not powered, but it's a proven and well-working recipe. I guess LEGO could not simply copy the system, so they had to come up with something on their own, but despite the promises and the excitement, I don't think this one is very successful, and honestly, I cannot really imagine how it could be improved. The bike simply cannot follow the loop that well. Maybe it would be better with smaller cars, I don't know. It even seems to work better with the Hot Wheels car. And the price? The stunt show arena with way more builds and obstacles was only €100, and I can add another bigger set and even throw in 3 extra bikes for the same amount of money. Unfortunately, at this point, I cannot recommend this set. I don't say it is not working at all. You can drive through the obstacles, but it's more like a hit and miss, and altogether the experience is more frustrating than fun. I still like the stunt sets in general as they look cool and they are very playable, but I wouldn't spend money on the 2 new ones with the loops. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your experience with the loop sets if you have them. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.